Wake up.
Get me through my morning every day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hazy on Nova.
We've had a new segment this morning that's been introduced to us, but we're a little bit unsure as to what exactly is happening, which probably makes sense with this thing. It's all going to make sense, though, when Producer Flack takes over. Should I press this button, Producer Flack? What do you want to do? Okay, here we go.
Jody and Hazy's Friday Fork Up.
Somebody royally forked up.
The top 4 things that forked up this week.
Oh my very goodness. My waters are tingling.
Yeah.
This feels like something that's relies on a bit of accountability.
Yeah. So the top 4 things that have gone wrong this week.
To be honest, it
Well,
could
I'll
be...
sit this one out then.
Oh, Jody, you're on the list, trust me. There
Just
could be
explained it.
a top 10. But look, let's be honest. You are a high-performing breakfast show. And going back to when Hazy played footy and when you played netball, what is it all about a high-performing team? What are we all about?
Positive,
Teamwork.
only positive feedback.
I regret asking. It's all about feedback and accountability.
Okay.
So we are going to look at the top 4 fork-ups for this week.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Sure.
This will be fun and confronting.
This is to learn. Coming in at number 4, Hazy, we've got to know you that you love a sound effect. Jody?
Oh, man. Does the man love a ding or a bum-bum?
You just really love a ding, and you probably just need to learn where and when you can ding and can't
point.
ding.
You may have heard during Appetite there from Bruno Mars and Rosé was a little ding.
Yeah, you're probably sitting there thinking, well, what did Bruno say that was so correct? Okay, I get it. That's fine. Use of the ding in Bruno Mars.
Coming in at number 3, we always love hearing stories from you when you call in on 13 24 10. And this week, Colleen from Mount Pleasant shared that she once had H-cup boobs.
Yes.
And a bit of feedback for you, Hazy. You've got a lot to learn when it comes to women.
When you said I'm a H-cup, Hazy looked at me with that quizzical look that he has, like a little puppador.
I'm trying to work out what's going
and he
on.
goes, is that big? All right, let me do this for you. A cup, B cup, C cup, D cup, E cup, F cup, G cup, and then we get to H cup.
So, big? What I will say is everyone laughed. I'm still waiting for confirmation on that question. Can someone answer the question?
Just to confuse you even more, then you throw in like a double D.
That's what I was thinking.
Was it?
I know I've heard of double D.
Yeah, okay.
My mates have talked about it.
Okay, because
Coming in at number 2 in the top 4 fork-ups for this week, we've been giving away a Live Golf VIP experience and the chance to putt for $100,000. Jody, you've had the information in front of you all week. We've discussed it in 3 meetings, so you'd nail it, right?
because we have a $1,000 putt. Explain how this rolls, please.
So we're at this, and what I will say is, do you know what? Stuff it. I'm going to up it to $100,000. You said 1,000. Do you know what? On me, Jodes. I'm going to throw in $99,000. So what it's about, Jodes, is trying to turn that incorrect little statement into a positive action.
Yeah.
And just up it.
Okay.
Oh, do you know what? Let's work on the fly here.
Oh, yeah. And I love how you said you're going to throw in $99,000. That still doesn't get it. That's $99,001. Hang on.
Oh, my gosh.
Wait.
Coming in at number 1 on the top 4 fork-ups of this week, Hazy, you had this wonderful moment this week where you were right, you were correct in the argument between squid and octopus being the same animal.
I knew that they were different animals.
Your eyes widened, you sat up straighter, and for 3 seconds you were the smartest man in the room. And then normality was restored.
Are octopus and squid the same thing?
Calamari comes from an octopus, doesn't
No, calamari's a squid.
But squid and octopus are the same thing.
it? I said they were the same thing, and you looked at me like I was an absolute idiot.
And because I'm usually the one who makes mistakes in this area, I'm like,
we always look at you like you're an absolute idiot.
So I'm like, mate, am I right? For the first time, it's the 5th of January, 2025. Could be a very, very historic day. Did I say? Oh, see? I proved my point. Oh, my gosh. Thanks for the Friday Fork Up feedback, mate. Appreciate it.
There's plenty of room for improvement for next week.
Warning, the following segment is for mature audiences only and may contain adult content, graphic language and nudity. Not Not that you'll see it. If easily offended, well, you're about to find out just how easily.
Your father, he's on the naughty list.
Jody and Hazy's Naughty at 6:40.
Naughty.
And I'll say it again, Jodes. If you're just tuning in for the first time ever right now, wow, what a time to join us. We'll just give you a heads up. This isn't the norm.
No.
We get the stuff out of our system before we straighten up after 7 o'clock.
And before the little children pop in the car and they go, what are they talking about,
That
Mum?
is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
You know? Okay, have you ever sat there and wondered, does my partner cheat on me? Well, it might very well come down to the job that they do, their profession. So I have a list here assembled by a couple of Arizona divorce attorneys of the top 3 professions that like to cheat.
Ooh, this could be a little bit confronting.
In fact, I've got that wrong. Who don't like to cheat.
Who like to cheat. Huge difference. There is a massive difference. From the most wholesome people on the planet to the opposite.
Exactly. Okay, so do you want to hear them?
Yes, I'm assuming if the people who like to cheat, is the first one a pimp? Is the second one an adult film star? Like, what are we talking?
Okay, you are pretty safe in your relationship if you are with an accountant.
That makes sense.
Who knew?
Who wants to bang an accountant anyway? Do you know what I mean? Safe with numbers.
Yeah.
Straight, reliable.
Yeah, studious and very serious.
I would have thought with accountants and the accountants that I know, strict routine operators. Really strong routine. So get up at 7:05,
Yeah.
have a bit of a protein smoothie, go for a walk, all those types of things. Get to work at like 8:54.
Yeah.
Down to the minute. No time to cheat.
No.
Got to get home, feed the dog.
Yeah, well, because they're on the clock, aren't they?
Yeah.
Every hour is billable.
100%.
So why would you waste your time having sex?
It's a numbers game.
It's so true. The second job that means you are safe if you are in a relationship with this person is a pharmacist.
Oh,
Oh, can I just say, what time is it? Yeah, I can say it now. Wouldn't it be good being with a pharmacist? Because they would have access to all the good stuff.
yeah, that's extremely legal. And people do get in trouble for that regularly. Really brings people undone. The fake scripts, etc.
I just feel like if you're having a day and you're married to a pharmacist, you call him up and you go, hey, Gary, I'm just feeling a bit, anxious. Bring home a couple of Xanax.
Once again, can confirm, has happened plenty of times before. Highly illegal. Highly illegal.
We don't condone that. I mean, I'm not speaking from personal experience. I'm just saying if you were that way inclined, it would be pretty handy.
Yes.
Okay, so Gary, the pharmacist, ain't cheating on you either. The third person who you're safe with is, no surprises here, a farmer.
A farmer?
A farmer.
Well, is that because of the isolation factor?
Do you think?
Like, who are you cheating on me with? That's a whole different issue. I tell you what, Jodes, there's some things that should definitely not go down the toilet. I think we can all universally agree on that.
A lot of things that should, some things that definitely should not.
Spot on, well said.
Thank you. So yesterday we took a call from Courtney. In fact, we paid her bill for $400 because she had to get a plumber out because her toddler did something he potentially shouldn't.
Yes.
One night I was making dinner and I had some potatoes, and I've just gone outside to do some washing, and my nearly 2-year-old toddler took the potatoes and put them all down our toilet.
Yes, that's good. That's what they do. Really nice stuff. 2 things from that. Congratulations to Courtney. Still trying to register your bill via the Nova Player. But also got to deal with the toddler.
Yeah.
Constantly putting food in the toilet. And have you ever tasted potatoes after they've had a little dip in the toilet?
Definitely not.
Not fun.
I like to, when I boil my potatoes, put a little bit of, a little bit of stock. Vegetable stock makes them taste nice, or a little bit of salt, or a little bit of oil.
Do you ever soak them in the toilet?
No. Not often.
Okay.
Or not ever, actually, to be honest.
Okay.
Here, kids, here's your toilet-flavoured baked potatoes for dinner.
It's different tonight. What have you done with it?
What have you done with this, Mum?
I'll never tell you, kids. Can we do this? 13 24 10. What went down the toilet? Get yourself on air. Get yourself on the standby list for Nova's Cash or the car. Is it a toddler thing?
Yeah.
So my 1-year-old, I don't know how his brain's wired. He's got this thing now where if you give him something that fits in the toilet, he's like, oh, well, I know exactly what to do with this. Do. Takes it over to the toilet. And it's almost like he comes back, do, you're welcome. What else do you want me to put in the toilet? So my wife has lost her car keys.
Oh, no.
And the only thing that we can come up with, and they're hundreds of dollars to replace.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is such a pain in the bum. And don't get me started as to why there's not some sort of GPS track on car keys. Like, come on, that's ridiculous.
Well, you can put a tile on there.
You can do that yourself, but as if that shouldn't be part of something that's already in the key. Do you know what I mean?
Listen to this guy.
Anyway, we're just
there should be an automatic tracking system on your car keys.
Yes.
As opposed to just going and buying a device that you can put on yourself to make sure you never, ever lose them.
Well, if it costs hundreds of dollars to replace,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a fair request. Anywho, the keys aren't turning up because we're pretty sure that my 1-year-old sonny has definitely put in the toilet. And then last night, and I'm not sure what time was it actually. Where are we? 7:41. Yeah, the kids will be on the way to school, so my wife, Cara's probably hearing this. She's got some really sort of fancy makeup. Uh-oh. And yesterday I went to the toilet and I thought that I was going to do... Look, I'm just going to be open here. I thought I was going to do a number 2, but what I feel like what I actually was doing, I was sitting there getting a bit of a time out and I was on social media. And I was there for about 10 minutes.
Okay, I say this on behalf of women everywhere and your wife, Cara. You're a pig.
Oh, my gosh.
Yuck.
Do you know what? That's fair. So what happened was I did a number 1 and I forgot to flush it.
Right.
And then when I came back 20 minutes later, there was the toilet with a really, really extensive number 1 in there and a long tube of makeup that was Cara's.
This would be good.
Just sort of bobbing in there.
What sort of tube? What was it?
I don't know what the brand was, but I know Cara's spoken about it before. She said it's very, very expensive.
Just give me what kind of makeup was it?
Face makeup? I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what it was. I know that it's expensive, and I know that it was sort of bathing in a pool of urine. So I had to fish it out and wash it off, and Cara still does not know about that. And then Sonny, I saw Sonny, I asked him about it, and he was like, hey, shush, you're welcome.
I can relate because I reckon she was then 5 or 6 year old, took a compact that's face makeup also. It was a MAC compact. It was brand new. They're worth about $60.
Yeah.
And she did the same thing as Sonny, only she was a bit older. She's like, put it in the toilet. I've come in and just gone, no. Same
Why do
thing.
they do it?
You're welcome.
13 24 10. What got flushed down the toilet? Let's go to Kilburn. Good morning to you, Ruby.
Hey, Ruby.
Good morning. How are we?
Very well, thank you. What's happened?
Well, it's my niece actually.
Yes.
So I went to go visit my sister and my niece, and every time I go there, she loves my car keys.
Yeah.
And I didn't think anything of it, and my sister forgot to mention, Liliana's actually infatuated with the toilet.
Oh, no.
So we were sitting down having a coffee. I put my keys, gave them to her like normal.
Yep.
We heard a flush in the toilet. Didn't think anything of it. Still didn't notice. As I was leaving, I'm like, where's my keys?
Oh, no.
Where's my keys? So she said, gone.
Cheers.
Kept saying gone. And I was like, that's quick. What do you mean gone? Where are they, Liliana? She runs to the toilet and points at the toilet, gone.
Liliana's like, hey, guess what? All good. I got you. I flushed him down the toilet. You're welcome. No problems.
How much?
Yeah,
How much,
so
Ruby, very quickly? How much to replace?
It cost me because it was a brand new, I've got an MG, it cost me $730.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's go to Michaela from Onkaparinga Heights. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, my God, I've just what happened to you? Tell us what happened.
Look, it's not as... It happens more than I'd like to say.
Yeah.
But I have dropped my phone in the toilet as it was in the back of my pocket.
Yeah.
And forgetting that it's there and just going to pull my pants up and it falling in the toilet.
Yep, excellent. It happens.
It's the ultimate dilemma. Like, do you fish it out or do you just write it off and get a new phone?
You kind of have to because they're expensive.
Yeah, and look, we don't need to go into too many details, Michaela, but unfortunately, it's the second before you're flushed, not the second after you flush. So, you don't want your phone sort of hanging around that sort of content, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did it work again? Did you do the old in a bag of rice trick?
In a bag of rice. Yeah. Luckily, it was still working.
Ah, so good.
It was never the same though, was it?
No.
It touched, it experienced so many different senses it didn't know it was capable of.
Okay, let's go to... how do you pronounce your name? I'm just going to ask you.
Maya.
Maya. Good morning,
There we
Maya.
go. Good morning,
Good
Maya.
morning.
Okay.
Morning.
What happened with you?
My daughter decided to wash a kitten that we had.
Wash the kitten?
And Yeah, wash the kitten. Yep. And so I couldn't find her, and I could hear this kitten screaming. So I opened the toilet door, and there she was, holding the kitten in the toilet by the neck. And pushing the flusher.
There we go.
And the kitten didn't mind water, but now the kitten hates water.
Yeah, that's just crazy, isn't it? That is crazy. Who would have thought? Oh, my gosh. There you go. I'm not some sort of vet or expert, but cats in the toilet getting flushed don't work.
No.
Doesn't work. Never has, never will.
And they don't like it. I mean, let's be honest, cats hate most things, but they particularly hate being flushed down a toilet.
Didn't they already hate water?
Yeah.
Let alone trying to flush them.
Fitzy Fridays, Fitzy Fridays,
Fitzy Fridays.
Shows it just doesn't feel like a proper Friday unless we are blessed by the attendance of the beautiful and fearless Ryan Fitzgerald. Fitzy, good morning.
Gorgeous man.
Andrew Hayes, Jodie Oddie, it's so good to be a part of your show and part of the family and just, you know, I thank my lucky stars every year or every day, or I don't even know where I am at the moment, but I just thank everybody around me for being a part of this show.
We can see you. Your eyes are rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I don't mean to be serious, Sally, but my goodness, it has been a horror week for the AFL in terms of former footballers, 40 plus, who have obviously found life too difficult and have left us.
Yeah, it's Troy Selwood is a very interesting one because anyone who knew Troy, he was just such an upbeat, positive guy, beautiful man. And this is the thing, I think we just have to be really careful here because you know what, sometimes when you see people, it's sort of happened with our show, we're having a bit of experience at the moment, and anyone knows our radio show that Kate's having a bit of an extended break at the moment as well.
Yeah.
But when you see these people and they're visibly struggling, it's an opportunity to go out and see if they're okay. Now, we spoke to the CEO of Lifeline the other day. You know, they take around about 4,500 to 5,000 calls a day.
Wow.
A day. Just be aware of it at the moment, and there might be someone that you might have no idea that they're doing it tough. But, you know, it's just that simple question of are you okay and are you doing okay? You could really save somebody's life.
It's incredible how much it's transformed, hasn't it, Fitzy? Probably from one generation to the other, where now you can't talk enough versus when we were youngsters, it was almost like a taboo topic.
But I'd like to ask both of you, Hazy, you've been in football circles for a long time, so have you, Fitzy, with varying degrees of success, you two. But I want to ask you, what is it about when you finish this great game that can be so isolating? Why do you find yourself so lonely and in this space where you can't recreate those highs that you've had during your career?
Hazy, I'm probably speaking for you here as well, but you don't realise how close that team environment is and how much those guys mean to you. And then when that social aspect and not having them all around is gone, it is a huge, huge hole in your life. It's massive. And some people can't cope with it.
It's everything for a lot of blokes. I came to South Australia to play footy. So I went to Central Districts. The only blokes I knew for the first couple of years, the only blokes I knew were in the football club.
Yeah.
So if I didn't have that, I would be, you know, for the most part, completely alone. But that's what I found as well, Fitzy. Like as soon as you're away from that, you don't realise how good it is until it's not there.
I saw and I love Rory Sloane is one of the greatest men you'll ever meet in your life, and his family and what it means to him. And I went and watched the Crows train the other day. Sloaney's not there. He was out in that club for so long, and he was such an integral part of that team. And I thought to myself, I wonder how Sloaney's going.
Yeah.
Do I need to send him a message just to say how you're going? Because, you know what, it's just that he wouldn't have known any different than going to the footy club every day and being with all those boys. But now that's gone from his life. So, and it doesn't have to be AFL football. It's suburban football as well. If you know someone who's just, you know, hung up the boots or anything like that at a sporting organisation, maybe just give them a call and go, how you going, not being around us all the time?
Depression's a heavy topic, and I will say this to you, Fitzy. I have sat back and watched the Kate Ritchie situation, the way you and Whipper have handled it over the last week. Yeah. I have to say, and I get deeply emotional thinking about this, and I feel so much empathy for Kate, because I've been in a position where I've been, not to her degree, but in the public eye, and I've fallen apart.
Yep.
And to watch the way you and your co-host have gone to bat for her, and the way that I know Hazy would go to bat for me, if I was in a Kate Ritchie situation again, has been quite magnificent, because I know that all I wanted in that space were for the men close to me to stick up for me and to say, we've got you back. We're going to be here. You're going to get through it and you're going to be okay. So to watch you and Whipper do that has been actually really quite lovely. So, hats off to you. I think you're a magnificent human being for doing that.
It's complicated.
Yep.
So it's a really complicated situation for anyone out there. You might disagree with some of the stuff that they're doing, but you just have to be there for them. You have to have that shoulder ready to go and to cry on, because they need you more than ever.
Extremely wise words. Fitzy, the U-turn that we're about to do right now feels like I'm doing a U-turn on the Harbour Bridge. That's how aggressive it is.
Gotcha.
But we need to finish with some fun with you. So
yeah.
Can you stick around for a second?
Yeah, I can stick around. Yeah, for sure.
That's nice. Okay.
Where are we going? Where are we going
We've
next?
had some fun. Well, you know what we're about to talk about. Obviously, a couple of days ago, Jodie produced some groundbreaking radio, which no doubt filtered through the streets of Sydney. But we'll touch on that. We need to get your favourite, number one, your favourite sweet biscuit, but also your favourite ice cream. So I told you it was going to be a big U-turn.
Yeah.
I told you it was a big U-turn.
It's a huge U-turn. Mate, you've just taken out 6 cars with this U-turn.
More from Fitzy next.
Fitzy Fridays, Fitzy Fridays. Da, 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 da.
Fitzy Fridays.
All right, Fitzy Fitzgerald joins us each and every Friday. Fitzy, look, I know what the answer's going to be. It's an obvious yes. A couple of days ago, Jodie released a groundbreaking bit of radio. It was her top 5 ice creams because of the weather.
It's unbecoming of you when you get jealous because it was my idea. The top 5 ice creams.
Jodes, was this from Delicious Magazine? Because usually these... when they do these
your
polls,
idea?
when they do these polls, right, it's about what company pays them to be number one.
Okay.
But this is from Delicious Magazine. It was from a proper magazine.
Okay, well, I saw it.
Yours.
I saw it in Delicious Magazine, and then I put my own twist on it that had a deeply caramel
So you
flavour.
did see it in Delicious Magazine.
Of course I did.
You didn't mention that in the prep, Producer Flack.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, Fitzy. I just need to tell you that there is a link on my email from 4 days ago from Jodie saying, this is a great idea. I should do this.
You are. You're the... Okay.
This is great.
Oh my God. Okay, Judas.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, let's do this. It is ice. I know it's ice creams, and it must be on a stick. But see, cornettos and drumsticks aren't on a stick. But does Viennetta get a run in the best ice cream, or is that more of a dessert?
Do you know what? Fitzy, I'm still in the same category that for some reason, it's been lodged into my brain that it is such a fancy ice cream that tastes better than all the rest.
Viennetta.
Special occasion Viennetta.
Oh, God. It's very 90s of you two to go the Viennetta.
Do you know there's a restaurant in Sydney that does crumbed Viennetta for dessert?
Yes.
Yeah, so they crumb it like a Golden Gay time, and you've got the Viennetta in the middle. It's actually not bad.
Digress, please, to Hazy's top 5 biscuits, Fitzy.
Your sweet biscuit.
Yeah, your sweet biscuit. What's your number 1?
Did you go Monte Carlo?
I went Monte Carlo. I had Tim Tams at number 2, and that was controversial.
Disgusting.
Thank you.
Yeah, look, is Tim Tams not the obvious choice? Is it not the obvious? Yeah, I know. It's right up there. I understand, but I'm still chucking the Kingston in there, guys. I've got to chuck.
Everyone's on the Kingston.
Everyone's on the Kingston. I went as far as going, Kingston shouldn't even be the assorted creams family. And then we had Isaac Humphries here, the big fella from the 36ers, yesterday, and he was like, it's got to be the Kingston.
Hazy went so far as to call the Kingston the imposter biscuit. Yeah. That's what you said. It's an imposter.
Oh, kidding yourself.
God, Ryan Fitzgerald, you're a man after my own heart. You've been absolutely torn to shreds in this space, honestly.
I know. Do you know what?
Yeah.
And I didn't believe it until Fitzy said it, to be honest with you. I also
I'm going
love
to have
the
an ice
Kingstons.
bath. I'm going to have an ice bath, and I'm going to cleanse myself right now just after that break. Thanks, guys.
Fitzy, love you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Let's get ready to rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, Battle of the Bangers.
Oh, what an opportunity for you just to take control and choose the music.
Yeah, and a new little format this year. Basically, we have a, what's it called? One of those projector things.
We have a generator.
Yeah, generator.
We have a year generator.
There we go. And it reels off 5 songs, and we have to buzz in voice style, like turn our chairs when we hear a song that we like,
Yeah.
and we did just that.
We did.
I think I may have had the hazy affliction where I've gone too early.
Do you reckon? So the year was 1997, and you went nice and early, and you stopped on this. Great tune though, Joyce. It's pretty good. And then about 2 songs later, I stopped on this. Also, one of the reasons for my choosing this song is that you were already out, and I saw your reaction when this song came up. It was much disappointment.
So there
a
was
lot of disappointment.
So there was a real level of vindictiveness in your choice this week. Is that right?
Or I'd say more tactical.
Okay.
Vindictive versus tactical. Big difference.
Vastly different concepts, aren't they? All right. All you have to do is jump on the Jodie and Hazy Instagram page to vote for your favourite song that you would like to hear right now. It's too late. Voting's closed. Camera guy Josh, welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
I feel like I'm about to be disappointed.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
I did notice, like, Hazy's eyes light up the second you started kicking yourself.
Yeah.
He loves it. He
Smelt out an opportunity.
Yeah.
Because it's early in the year. You're leading 1-0. So I need this, obviously, to tie things up.
You know what you
Make
are?
it an interesting concept because you smashed me last
You
year.
know what you are? You're a shark and you smelt blood in the water.
I tell you what, I'm that shark, so I'll bite you. Like,
Yeah.
I'll bite you. I'm not a friendly shark. I will go after, and I'll take a full limb. No, I don't care. You wave a leg in front of me, it's off. They say sharks don't like the taste of human. Not me. I crave it. I'm going for it. Anyway, here we go.
Can I get a drum roll, please?
You certainly can.
It's everyone's favourite Spice Girl, Andrew Hayes.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, got some stats there for us. What were the votes?
70 to 130.
Oh,
Well
that's
done,
solid,
everyone.
isn't it?
You voted for a man-eater.
From
Absolute
1997, the winner for this week's Battle of the Bangers is Spice Girls. Spice up your life. Enjoy.
Well done.
Winning song for Battle of the Bangers.
I know.
That brings us to one apiece.
Yeah.
Spice Girls, Spice Up Your World.
I enjoyed it probably significantly more than you did.
I called it Spice Up Your World. It's Spice Up Your Life. It was a tactical choice.
I know.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah. We've pulled a bit of a Taylor Swiftie here. Producer Zoe thinks she's coming in for a little top 5 recap. That's what we put on the rundown. It is not that. We are here to bid farewell to our little producer Zoe.
Too soon? Okay, sorry. You were saying, Joe. You were
Yes, she is leaving us for significantly inferior radio pastures. You have been a significant part of our radio journey in the first couple of years with your TikTok dances, your infectious personality. We love you so much and we're sad to see you go. We do need to thank you before you exit the building for allowing us to relentlessly take the PI55 out of the following. Your baggy jeans.
Should have worn them.
Your devastating breakups where the fallout seemed to last for what seems like Hazy several centuries.
Yes, which can probably be summed up in 5 seconds of this. Back on the horse.
That's incorrect. Save that sound effect for her online dating catastrophes.
Oh, boy.
Golden
Bruised and battered, but with a willful attitude.
I want to say thank you for zipping up my dress each and every morning, making sure I'm not semi-nude. That was not in your job description when you started. Also, thank you for being the voice of Gen Z and making sense out of what would have to be the most perplexing generation in the history of mankind. You've been there for us on that.
I think we all can agree when we both say skibbity.
Yeah.
Skibbity indeed, Zoe.
Skibbity toilet. And quite seriously, on behalf of all the callers who you speak to day in, day out, the old, the new, the regular, thank you for being so polite, so kind to them, and to some of them you've become like a friend, and that's a real testament to you and your skills with other human beings, so it's nice. The fact that you haven't tried to date one of them is an absolute miracle. So I would like for you to go out in the way that you came in, and that is with your immaculate chef's kiss impression of this woman.
I will not be lectured about sexism and misogyny by this man. I will not. and the government will not be lectured about sexism and misogyny by this man. Not now, not ever.
Yeah, nice work, Zoe.
my favourite.
It's been quite the journey.
Yes,
It has.
and you are moving interstate, so all the best.
Thank you.
We're not going to mention where you're going.
No,
Who cares? All we know is that we will miss you so very much. Your contribution has been invaluable, and we love you. Thanks, Zoe.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Good stuff. All right, let's leave with this. What's going on? What's that? Whoa! Good on you, Zoe.